Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and my video. It's Natasha. So all I want to do is talk about planners and agendas. I do have the small ring as well as the medium ring, or the Louis Vuitton Agenda in the PM and in the MM size. I'm just gonna say it out loud right now. I have decided to want to get the large ring agenda or the agenda in the GM size. The way I realized that was that I'll just go back from the very beginning. When I acquired my small ring agenda or the agenda in the PM, it was because my lifestyle at the moment. So I got that size and I thought this will fit in every single bag that I had with all my research. So I thought, you know, it would be perfect for what I needed it for, because I wasn't really going to use it for planning. I wasn't going to use it for the calendar or anything like that, because my lifestyle right now, I don't really do that. So I did that, and when I got it, everything was just fine, nothing changed. And then a few months later, probably this month or last month, I think it was, I don't know if it was July or August, I suddenly realized that I do need the medium ring agenda or the agenda in the MM. I got this one brand new. I got this one pre-loved. There was a chance for me to get the large ring agenda or the agenda in the GM with a very great price. However, I missed it by just, I think, an hour. So I really missed that sale, and I think I will probably get it brand new. So now, why am I, getting obsessed with my Louis Vuitton agendas or planners or because each brand will call them differently, and this is also similar to a planner, which you could get in different brands. This is more of the one of those six ring planner or organizers, which Louis Vuitton calls it an agenda. I think Kate Spade calls it as planner organizer. I don't know what Gucci and Chanel, I think Gucci and Chanel calls it an agenda as well. I'm not really sure. Filofax calls it, I think, a planner organizer, but you can also get it in Filofax, KKK, Gucci. I think Prada also sells one of these, Chanel. That would be like a luxury brand type of planner, which, you keep this for life. There are disposable ones, which will give you 12 months, 18 months, depending on what kind you get. And there are so many different kinds. I think there's a happy planner or happiness planner. If I'm not mistaken, there is also a recollections. There is, I know there's a lot of brands out there. I just can't remember all of them. And it's also because I'm never going to use them. I'm not going to use those types of planners at all. I do know a lot of people that use them and they love it, and good for them, because I would want to get something that I love, right? So anyway, I was using this in my current lifestyle and everything, and I'm pretty happy about it. And then this was, I think, what triggered for me to get the large ring agenda or the agenda in the GM size. Was I remembered I had this notebook for years and I never used it. I've probably had this notebook before I even met my husband, which would be years and years and years. So I started to use it, and I'm kind of liking that it's bigger than the MM, and I'm kind of liking that I can fit so much in one page. The GM agenda would not necessarily be this big because it's an A5 size for the paper. And I think the dimensions are like 9 by 6, I think, for the entire thing. So it will be bigger than the MM, but it will be smaller than the notebook. And I just kind of thought that because my current lifestyle now, and probably coming up future, I would be doing a lot of note taking, and a lot of it, that I thought it would be such a waste of paper that if I just use this one for a lot of my, a lot of the long notes that I'll be taking. So I thought I'll probably be utilizing the GM agenda for that. And I also will be probably using a monthly spread as well as a weekly spread. Now, my monthly spread and my weekly spread is probably going to be very different from the preset, and I wanted more space into it. So I don't know if I'm going to make a monthly and a weekly or just a weekly, because I've been looking around. I looked at Amazon, Etsy, eBay. I forgot there are certain other websites that also sell pre-printed and just inserts of the monthly, and they just don't fit my lifestyle. So I'm probably going to start with a weekly insert and see if I do still need a monthly insert. I think the only reason that I would want a monthly insert is a little bit of a summary of what I do on the weekly, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know yet until I get there. And that's kind of what I've been doing. So I started off with this, and I knew everything that I'm using it for, I want. And I use this every day. Every day I use this. So with this, and I think that's what's going to happen with the larger agenda as well, because, you know, it is a big investment. This was over $300 before taxes. This was over $600 before taxes. And I believe the large one is over $700 before taxes. And in my location with taxes, I believe it's about over $800. So it is, you know, it costs a lot of money. So it's not like something that you just want to buy right away. And even if it was one of those $30, $40 organizers, which is, you know, it's not a bad item if you get them in that kind of price range. But even if you get one of those, I would still take my time to see if I do want to buy them or not. Just because they're not $800 and they're $40 doesn't really mean, oh, let's just waste $40 of my money. You know what I mean? I mean, that's not how I really process things. And when I buy anything, despite the price, I still think about it. Am I really going to use this? Am I really going to need it? Am I really going to want it? You know, is it just going to be garbage in a week or in a few months? Then it's still a waste of X amount of money. Doesn't matter the price. But anyway, the reason I prefer Louis Vuitton is because, number one, I love Louis Vuitton, which you guys have seen a lot of my videos on my channel are all about Louis Vuitton. And I have grown up with Louis Vuitton. I have, you know, it existed in my family bloodline before I was born. Probably, yeah, before I was born. So it has been tested through time, through different generations. And I find it comforting because of that background. And I find that I know I'm getting quality product. So that's why I have invested and used the Louis Vuitton agenda instead of a different brand agenda. I didn't really know anything about a Kate Spade agenda. I heard they're really great. And I heard they just kind of, they're also kind of bigger and they're different ones. What I did notice with the Kate Spade agenda though is the paper is the same with the agenda. I don't know how many sizes they are. Like, again, I don't know a lot about it. But I've only seen them in pictures. And I believe they're in the same size as this one. I think Kate Spade has one of those disposable planners or agendas that that do not have an insert here, and they are bigger. I don't know how much bigger they are. I think they're as big as this. They could be a little bit smaller because a lot of planners out there really are kind of as big as this or comparable to this one, because you do get a lot of room for the monthlies. And that was what I was kind of, attracted to the GM or the larger agenda. I wanted to get something that I would have the ability to, if I wanted a big spread, which that's what I'm going to be using it for. It's going to be a lot of note taking. It's going to be using a lot of space. I already made my template for my monthly spread as well as my weekly spread, and they are huge. They're big spaced, and a lot of it, I think, because I'm going to probably decorate that the most. I have also started decorating my and I started with one page so far. I'm kind of experimenting, and this is what it looks like also in the front. That's just what I've done. It's just that when I did get my washi tapes 2 days ago, I was really busy and lethargic just because I was so busy. And because I get so busy now, it does take a lot of my energy because of my being pregnant. So what I want to do is I want to think and think and think and think and gather more ideas and creative ideas on what I can put here more, what I can decorate it with. But I'm still not sure if I will buy like a pre-lined paper for my GM, or just go ahead and make my own. I'm not sure with that part, but with the monthly and the weekly, because I can't find anything that will fit with my needs. If I want those two, I have to make them myself. And then the rest, because there are very pretty and creative ideas on how people sell inserts. They will put in brilliant ideas, brain dump, to-do list, wish list, grocery list, shopping. Like, it would be so many different types of paper. To me, I'd prefer to just get an all-lined one and just label it on the top once, because that entire tab is all going to be the same category. So the tab, because I think I won't be able to do these kind of divider tabs, and there's so many options that I will just probably get that pre-made. But I will be making my own dashboards, and those dashboards are going to be, a lot of them are going to be very inspirational, which I love those. And my MMs are filled with those, like these. You know, these are all inspirationals, and it's so uplifting that I love reading, and I do read them every day. These ones here too, I do have a video of the unboxing of the insert, and I just haven't filled all of them yet because I still have inserts here. This is blank, and I'm very, very excited to fill them out. I just haven't had the time. I haven't had the time, the energy, and what I've done is I've gathered which inspirational quotes, motivational quotes, or just a lot of quotes that I would want to put in there. I just have to pick and choose which one. Also, I'm planning on buying cardstock paper so that instead of putting them in the plastic dividers like this, which the other reason for that is I have all those business cards from Avery that I haven't really used, so I want to utilize them. But I also want to be extra creative, and so I want to be able to do a one page like this here, in which it would be cardstock, and I would be able to print stuff that I would like, pictures, quotes, sayings, whatever I would want, decorate it the way I want. So I do plan on getting cardstock paper for that. I am contemplating on getting a laminating machine as well as laminated pouches. I do want to get those, but I am on the fence. I'm not really sure. I don't have experience in laminating a lot. I have had some experience in laminating cardstock and paper, from the thinnest paper you can think of to cardstock. It's not that hard. However, it's just, do I need it? Do I really need it? Is it necessary? Because when you laminate something too, it also adds bulk to your agenda. So I am kind of contemplating, especially for my GM, because that thing is really thick. I mean, it's thicker, it's heavier, it's going to be able to hold a little bit more paper than this. So when you're flipping it over, I'm just kind of wondering, do I need to do that or not? The problem is I'm having a hard time getting the size of the paper, which is A5, and I actually contemplated that maybe I just need to get a legal size cardstock. But when I looked today, the cardstock that they had, the most common was 65 pounds. And when I went to Hobby Lobby, I think, and Michael's, the 65 was really flimsy. Yes, it's cardstock, but it's one of those cardstocks that you just kind of play with. that you're not really using it as heavy duty or a dashboard. And the one that I really liked was in a 110 pound, but I haven't really seen one that accessible. And I've looked at different different places as well. So it's kind of, I'm kind of contemplating, because if I do get the legal size for cardstock, I can make 2 dashboards in one page. If I don't, and I still want it in a cardstock, and I only have the letter size, or the 8.5 by 11, I don't know if I can fit 2, but I will try and figure that out and let you guys know. But for now, I think it's only 8.5 by 14 that I could do that. So just stay tuned. So that's what I've been kind of contemplating. If what other supplies do I need? I actually have in my shopping cart, on my Amazon shopping cart, I have a 6-hole punch that is adjustable, that I could do for my MM. I think it also does a PM, but I'm not going to do that. The MM and the GM, or the A4, A6, or the A5 paper size, or the cardstock size. I also have the cardstock that is 110 in the 8.5 by 11 size paper, or the letter. What else do I have on there? Oh, I have a paper cutter. I believe it's a guillotine type of paper cutter. So you put the paper over here, and then you cut it this way. So I have that too, and I have some washi tapes on there. The washi tape is a different kind of obsession. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's so pretty. It's so cute, and there's so many options, and I love getting them. I love getting them in a set. The one that you guys saw, there were 2 different sets, and they came, I don't know how many I have, but I put them all in here. So these are all my my decorating stuff now. These are all washies. I have them in the 8-inch, and the other one is this is the 8mm width, and this is the 3mm width. And I have my paper clip. I haven't used my stickers yet, but I can't wait to use those. So I'll probably put those more on the PM because they're so cute and they actually fit. Because I can put more and different sizes on my MM size, and in the GM, I think that's when I'm gonna it's gonna be like a rabbit hole, because I think because the GM has so much room that I can use like the very thick washies. I can use the bigger stickers and still have a lot more room in my pages. And I really have thought a lot more for my my large ring and my GM. It's just I would prefer to get all the supplies first before the agenda, because I don't want to be overwhelmed, and I want to get it in sessions. I just don't want to be overwhelmed and get all of them at the same time and just want to rip my hair out. So that's how I kind of process everything. The reason I just wanted to do this chit chat vlog is I just, I want to be able to look back at this at a certain time. And, I haven't had all 3 agendas yet, and I'm still pretty excited about it. And I just want to be able to see it again. And, anyone else out there that has more than one agenda, especially Louis Vuitton agenda, honestly, last year, if you asked me the same question, if I would get a Louis Vuitton agenda, I'd probably tell you no. I'm not going to use it. I don't use it. It's a waste of time. For me, it's a waste of space, and it's a waste of money. I'd rather get a bag, but not anymore. So a lot can change in a year. And obviously for me, it has. So, I really hope I'm not the only one that is super obsessed with planners and agendas, especially Louis Vuitton, or planners that have inserts, or even just planners all together with that subject. Because I do feel sometimes when I'm by myself and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I feel like I've gone crazy in the sense that I am so obsessed that I love just looking at stickers and washi tapes and just looking at them, not buying them, just looking at them and thinking, how am I going to use this in a very beautiful sort of way and put it on my stuff. So I'm already planning on how to utilize these items so that I could justify it in my head that I'm going to need it. That's how usually I justify all of my purchases because I'm just not going to buy something that I'm not going to use. It's just a waste of time for me. And I'm not going to be happy with that purchase. So anyway, if any of you guys are watching this and you feel the same way, please, please, please share that info with me down below so I'm not going to feel like I'm all alone and there's someone else out there actually feels the same way as me. Just thinking about agendas, playing with my agendas make me so happy. It's so weird. Since I got my washi tapes, this has not left my side for 2 days. This has not left my side for 2 days. And I've only done 1 page of decorating and I'm still kind of thinking, you know, what should I do? Should I do this more? Should I do this less? Should I put it this way, that way? It's just, and this is kind of like the reason why I don't want to get everything all at once, because I'm still doing my size or my medium ring agenda. Some other brands call it a personal size because when I get my GM, I want to be prepared and I'm not going to be as overwhelmed as I am with my So I want to really, really take my time. I'm kind of hoping it won't be from 2 weeks from now that I'll actually purchase the agenda. That's the soonest. If I do it later than that, it's not a problem, but I am due next month in my pregnancy. My baby is due at that time, so I'm going to be very, very tired. I'm going to be very busy, and I don't know what my life is going to be. I mean, I'm hoping, you know, I'm still able to make at least 1 video a week at a time, but, you know, I don't know, and, you know, I'll be healing and all that stuff, so it's kind of nice to have something to go back on, and if I do have my GM before that time frame, then I can actually start writing stuff down on my monthly spread or even my weekly spread and stuff, and, you know, catch everything down. Because when I do put calendars on my smartphone and it's also attached to my iPad, these are all, a lot of them are reminders and they're like appointments and stuff. It's not bad to write them down on a piece of paper or an agenda as well. Because then, you know, because with this, like I said, I flip this open every day. And so if I had that with my GM and I'm flipping it open every day, then I'm definitely going to remember certain things instead of just be alerted. I just got so used to being alerted electronically that it's just kind of ridiculous. But anyway, yes, it's a lot of chit chat about agendas, and I don't know. I just fell so much in love with these, and I think it's gonna be bigger, and the love is just gonna grow when I get my GM. But for right now, I want to be able to decorate this and then get you guys to see what I've done. And I've kind of planned every time I've done, maybe in a month spread or a quarterly, I could show you guys what I've done in the previous month or months. So, and you know, I want to share what I've done because I do enjoy watching those types of videos too, because it does give me ideas for myself on what I want and what I don't want that other people might like and or not like. And that's going to happen to everyone else, because not everyone's going to be different, and everyone's going to want different things, or they might like the same things as you, but no one else has wanted to share it. So that's what I kind of wanted to do as well. So I know I'm not really showing a lot, but, and I'm not reviewing anything. I'm just sharing my current obsession, which is my Louis Vuitton Agenda and the PMMM, and my, what would that be called? My fantasy obsession, which is the large ring agenda or the GM agenda, and my journey towards getting all of that. And again, I'm not one of those people, and I've even proven it that there were people that have planner videos that would go out there and just get too excited, and they would get so many stickers. And they even showed that out of, let's just say they got like 10 books. Out of the 10 books, which probably came in like 10 sheets each, let's just say this is an example. The actuality of what they used per book was actually a maximum of 2 per book. So that's 20 sheets out of 1,000 that they're using. So I don't want to do something like that. Or the 100. So they're only using 20 out of 100. So the other 80 is just going to be on the side collecting dirt. And when there's going to be new stickers, I don't know if they're going to use the old one or not. You know, so to me, I don't want it to be that way. That's why I'm very meticulous, and I take my time in looking at my washies and my stickers and add-ons that I want to add. I prefer to take my time than to go overwhelmed and go over and beyond and get too excited and acquire more than I really will utilize and need. And it's not going to be used. Like, that will really bum me out. You know? It would just be like, I would just feel like that was such an epic fail. But that's my personality, and that's just how I am. I just don't like to be wasteful. So anyway, hopefully I can do a video pretty soon about my MM and what I've done with it. So far, I'm kind of having some kind of creative block. So I haven't really done a lot of it. I've done 1 page. And I haven't really added a lot of stuff. I've used it, but I haven't decorated a lot. I have the tools, I just haven't decorated a lot. And I'm also waiting still on one of my washi orders. Oh, I think it's gonna arrive this week, maybe next week. I mean, I'm gonna tell you guys when I bought it and my whole journey and when it physically arrived. Because my washi tapes and my stickers and my other agenda or planner accessories that arrived 2 days ago, I bought that last Friday. And I think it was over a week ago that I ordered the washi tapes, although it did come from China and they're so beautiful. But I want everybody to know, you know, the journey it came with from day one when I purchased it to when I received it. Okay? Because if you're in a rush and you want something right now, or you're probably going to be very miserable waiting for this entire order. So what I would probably suggest when you're wanting to order this particular pattern and you have to wait this long because it's an international order, give yourself like a month in advance. It might arrive before a month, but give yourself that time frame due to the fact that because you're expecting it in a month and it might arrive in 3 weeks, then you will feel a little bit happier and you won't be so miserable and just be like hating the world and hating everything else because you're waiting for this one order. Okay? So anyway, thank you so much for the time, guys. I know I was just so super chatty. Oh my God. I am just super obsessed with my agendas, and they are with me everywhere. Everywhere. I even bring this one more often when I leave the house. I mean, I always bring this with me, and sometimes I notice that I don't even need this lately, but this one, I have been bringing this with me all the time now. It is probably like triple the weight, but I love it. I just bring it with me, and I've actually used it when I took it out, and I'm so happy that, you know, I had this with me when I did because I needed it. So there you go. Anyway, just in case you guys have wondered, and I haven't mentioned it before, the pen that I use is my Pilot Friction because it is erasable. This is the way you do the click one is you do the clip-on. My husband doesn't know how to use this. And this is the eraser part. I'll probably do a video for all this. And then this is the black one. I like this one better because this can be flipped down, and I don't want my bags to be stained inside. I use this with my Louis Vuitton agendas because in case the cap gets off and it stains my bags or the inside of my bags or my agendas, it might be easier to clean off because this is an erasable ink. That is just my mindset. This is kind of a pricey pen though, but I think it's well worth it. And I am planning to buy more of it. I don't know if I'm gonna buy different colors, but judging from how I want to decorate my stuff, maybe I'll get a different color, but I haven't decided. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get the black one. So I'm gonna put that link down below as well. So again, thank you for stopping by and watching my video. I hope you like it. And anyone out there that has the same obsession, any kind of planner that has to do with stickers and washi tapes and inserts maybe, or especially a Louis Vuitton agenda, please share, please let me know, please don't make me feel alone, and please leave that in the comments below. I hope you do subscribe to my channel and enjoy my channel as well. I have a lot of other videos there that you can look at. Thank you so much, guys, and don't forget that down below in my description box, I'll always have links of everything that I mentioned, how to get them, and anything related to what I'm talking about. Again, thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.